What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 32 of our podcast, Don't Stop Beleafing, where we talk all about the Leafs all the time to anyone who will listen. I'm your host, Nolan Drinkwalter. This is my co-host, king of watching the Leafs with me. But that year has come to an end because the Leafs, again, losing the playoffs in the most disappointing fashion you can think of that only a Leafs team could do. That just breaks your heart, man. And we started this podcast even saying this is the most toxic relationship we've ever been in. And it just lives up to its name every time. Jackie, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Right before the podcast started, no one's like, this could get angry. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm still pissed. I'm like, okay.
I don't know how you're not, man.
I've had a little bit of time to let
process.
The dust settle. But the fact that you were visibly still enraged was very fascinating.
I need to get a Rocky beating the shit out of a piece of meat in the locker kind of deal going.
Just with a Florida Panther symbol on it. right in space. There's nowhere for him, nowhere for me. That Martian want to fight.
Run to the top of the mountain. What is that, Rocky 4? And he drag
top of the stairs. Doesn't want to the east. I still sometimes do that. When I climb a bunch of stairs in a public setting, I'll just do the Rocky Selly right.
I don't know. I don't know. You don't. How you not? How do you not do that?
Yeah, you just conquered all those stairs. Celebrate.
Celebrate.
Yes.
So what's going on, buddy?
Things are good, man.
Things
Lots
are good?
of golf lessons right now. Very busy guy. You're busy too. That's why we haven't been able to do this podcast.
Yeah, sorry for everyone out there not being too consistent with these last podcasts because it's the heart of the playoffs and we're missing out on this.
Yeah, it's the heart of the playoffs, but Nolan's schedule with work and my schedule with golf lessons are just taking up all our extra time. So this is an extracurricular thing. It's not our job. Yet.
Yeah, dickheads. Fuck off.
Yeah,
it's our job.
Maybe we get a sponsor or something like that, and then we can fucking, put them out more. But in due time.
Like a clever.
So I still have to edit
sponsor?
the other one, so that will be coming out first for this one.
Just back to backs.
Yeah. So if you like it, it's going to be coming out 2 episodes, and then I don't know, probably not do one maybe one at free if some stuff goes down between Marner, a quick.
Yeah, I was thinking we'll do one around free agency,
mm-hmm.
And then after that we might pepper them through the summer, if there's big Leafs news that happens.
Come on,
yeah,
15-minute episode, just shoot the shit about it, let people know what we're thinking.
Yeah, exactly, something like that, and then we'll be back. Next year for preseason, no, for the regular season, and we'll discuss preseason and all the updates from there.
People are really curious. I think that they have a lot of angst on this one.
Oh,
they want to let out their feelings of what happened.
Feelings? You kidding me, man? It's bullshit. Let's get to the big story of the week, I guess. Leafs lose to Florida in Game 7. In the second round, they played well for part of the series, but they get trounced in Game 5 and Game 7. Both games were 6-1, right? Or was one 5-1? It was Game 7 5-1?
They were both pretty bad.
Yeah. But they won 2-0 in Game 6 to literally get everyone's hopes up, saying this team is different. But if you look back, they've won a lot of Game 6s to send it to Game 7.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. How
if they only played like they do in Game 6 and Game 7, and that's how they beat Ottawa, is in Game 6.
And Tampa, when they went on to the second round the time before.
They love their Game 6.
So, I want to believe this team was different. I do. It's just so hard when the same shit keeps happening year after year. They were good.
I am glad that we did take some time because you look at it now and you look at what Florida's doing to Carolina.
No, Jack, no. This is how they suck you in. This is how they fucking suck you in.
And it's we were close. We were close. We were so close.
No. No, this is the House of Fun and Mirrors where it's like, oh, we look a little different. We could have beat Carolina.
We could have. You never know.
If
I
the
don't
bounce,
know.
you can see this is said every year. Where, oh, if the bounce went this way, if we just had this goal, or we hit that post, but they don't win. They never
Yeah.
win, man.
Yeah, no, there has to be change. There already has been change with the Shanahan firing, and there will be more to come.
Yes, and we'll get into that. But I want to know how you're. Actually, we watched Game 7 together.
Watch Game 7 together
And
at Nolan's house because when we watched at my parents' house, they lost.
Yes.
That was like what, Game 3?
Yeah, it was because they were up 2-0.
Yeah,
That was Game 3.
So we lost Game 3, and so we're like, okay, we can't watch at my parents' house, so we got to go to your house and see if we can change the luck. I changed the luck in Game 6 with wearing my Austin Matthews Leafs jersey for the game.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that jersey has came through.
And won a game.
So
I think the jersey just hates me because every time you wear it with me, they get stomped.
Yes, we learned that. So no more wearing the Matthews Leaf jersey with Nolan.
What are you going to do when we go to games?
Just wear my hat like we used to.
I might buy you a jersey then. I might have to buy you a jersey.
A white one?
Maybe.
And just see if it has different luck.
A white Matthews captain jersey?
What's yours? Yours is Owen Nolan. Nolan gets a lot of compliments on his jersey whenever he goes.
It's old.
Yeah, and like it's different. Not everyone's wearing an Owen Nolan jersey.
No. Very. Thank you for the gift, by the way. Very unique jersey. But I think my next one is either going to be if they've re-signed Lorentz, he's up there, or Nyes now. How friggin' good he is. Future captain right there.
Do you have that on our docket? Like what you think he's going to get signed for?
Yeah, we'll talk about all the players that could go and potentially staying. We can go through that.
So tease it a bit right now.
Yeah. But yeah, so Game 7, you were here. We watched that. I wanted to shut it off after the second period, I think, when they were getting booed off the ice because of how bad they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
But you were over, so I'm like, oh, I guess we have to watch the rest of this game.
Even when they scored on the empty net, you're like, can I shut it? And I'm like, no, man. No. Watch it. Enjoy it. Take it in. Let it enrage you so that you can change things for the future.
How would I change things?
I don't know. I think we have some power in anything.
I bet a lot of people in the Toronto Maple Leafs listen to this. That's probably why.
Because know how, with sporting events, when you're the athlete, you'll stay on and watch the other team celebrate to motivate you for the next year. That's what I was kind of doing with the watching of the end of the game.
To motivate the podcast for next year.
Yeah. Well, just kind of also remind myself that this happens every year.
Yeah, true. And somehow, friggin' Brad Marchand is now, for active players, leading for most Game 7s won. And most of them are against the Leafs.
Yeah, guys are kryptonite.
Oh, he just had to be traded to Florida.
Yeah, once I saw that, I was like, that's not good for us.
I'm in trouble. What was it? I'm in danger, Ralph, on the bus.
Yeah. I'm in danger.
Oh, so yeah, and then, and then Marner started getting booed every time he touched the puck near the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how, after years and years of losing, because you've even said Matthews and Marner staring at the ice, staying in the dressing room after a big loss.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, next year's going to be different for them because they're so mad at this loss that something's going to change. But it doesn't.
It doesn't. And you'd think they would just step up for one Game 7, and it just hasn't happened. And it boggles your mind a little bit because all those things you just mentioned about them watching celebrations, being the last ones in the dressing room, visibly so distraught from it, being like, oh, we're going to change this, we're going to do this. And then when it comes time to take action, they're missing in action.
Yeah, badly.
And it's so frustrating, especially I don't agree with Nick Kypreos a lot, but
I think he's a blowhard.
Yeah. But he said it best when he said, every single time these guys have come up to a contract, not once have they said, I'm going to take a team friendly discount for my team. And they all want to be the guys. They all want to be the individual guy that wins it instead of for the team.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not one of them actually becomes the guy either. So it's weird that they're commanding all this money, but yet when push comes to shove, they're nowhere to be seen in these game sevens. And if you take a little team friendly discount, I don't think that fans are as angry at you when you don't show up in game sevens.
No, that's what the money's for, is for you to be the one showing up in those games.
Yes. And I think Florida is really showing people right now. It's not core 4, it's like core 20.
Yeah,
You have a well-rounded team of guys. Yeah, you have some really good players like Barkov and stuff like that. But for that team, they're just so well-rounded and they work together as a unit. And there's not like any pressure on like the top end guys as much. Mind you, they're in Florida, but at the same time, it's not as like these guys. And it's because nobody in Florida has taken these high-ass salaries that are sucking up all their salary cap to not have good players around them.
Wait, like look at Chuck didn't have a goal in the Toronto series.
Yeah.
Nobody said boo about him.
Nobody said boo.
Barkov, I thought, got outplayed by Matthews most of the time.
Yeah. But it was that third line with Brad Marchand and those guys that just beat us.
Yeah, because like the other lines were neutralized.
Yeah.
And our depth got beat.
Yeah.
And that's what friggin' happens. I guess if you're so top heavy and they don't come through, you're screwed.
Yep.
And I think that's what they want to change. So yeah, Leafs going game 7 woes, I'm going to call them. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Riley are 0 for 6 in their last 6 games. JT is 0 for 5 because he was hurt in the Montreal one, so he didn't play. And winner take all games, they're 0 for 8 because they lost in the Columbus, what do they call it? A buy-in series? What the frig is the word?
Yeah, that was a wild card thing.
That was because of the first year of COVID.
Yes.
They didn't finish all their games. They tied, so they had to have a match to go into it.
Yeah.
And they lost that too.
Yeah.
So, and Matthews and Marner, no goals in any game 7 they've been in combined. Mm-hmm. How crazy is that? You're commanding $13.4 million and you don't show up in the most important games you ever play in your career.
Yeah. I like this line from Shoresy where not the manager and Shoresy's owner, she's kind of saying, she's like, I like hockey players because when we lose, it's I take the blame. Mm-hmm. But when we win, it's we. And I felt the opposite for Matthews' speech at the end, saying like there was too many passengers. Like he should have just been taking all that blame upon himself and just being like, I didn't show up for you guys. I didn't do this. Like those guys needed to take accountability and none of them did.
Riley did. Nylander actually barely had a quote, but he never quotes well. So you can't really, anything he says. JT always takes whatever blame. Like he's pretty good with that.
Yeah. And that's what I mean by leaders.
But Matthews, like
JT.
Did you actually listen to how it was said? Like tone is a big thing.
I know.
And it was kind of like he almost didn't want to say it, and then it like popped out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And now it's just being taken out of context, literally left and right.
But when you say that, like he said it, being like there's a lot of passengers, tone meant kind of included, but
I thought it meant him as well.
But he's got to state that.
Like more
after it comes out, you got to be like myself included. Yeah. You have to visibly say that because I can kind of see in his tone that he's probably like talking about himself, but you need to like, yeah.
See, this is what I hate because you get the same drivel from these players all the time because they're so PR trained. And we're always like, oh, these hockey players have no personality. They say the same stuff over and over and over again. But as soon as they say something a little different, a little what they think actually happened, being honest, they just get ripped to shreds because of one word he said about being passengers. So why would
I'm fine with him calling people passengers? I'm just saying he needs to take more responsibility for that loss than he did.
I know, and I think it is right after the game. Or was this the luck cleanup?
I can't remember.
That's good. Yeah, so I think it was right after the game when he said
I think it was right after the game.
So like, that's a lot high emotions. Like, you're not going to be perfect saying no matter what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't blame him at all for what he said. Or say, oh, you shouldn't have said that. Or use better words. Because it's just hard because, one, you're the most emotional you probably are all year. And two, you're trying to answer these questions as honest as possible. And then you have your PR training on top of that.
Yeah, but I just want to see more accountability.
I agree.
More like onus on himself.
And I think like he has to know that he has not come through in the clutch ever.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Hopefully, this is only his first year as captain, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully in his next couple years, he understands the role better. I guess that's all you can ask for, because he's here for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Same with Nylander, another 7.
Do you have his injury on there?
I don't, because we have no idea what it is.
Yeah, but he came out and said he has been injured since preseason.
Since preseason.
Which we all have been saying this whole year.
Saying he doesn't need surgery, which I kept saying all year. I mean, it has to be a surgery after this, because why the fuck would he keep playing?
Right.
He went and played 4 nations.
Yeah.
So all this is through a nagging injury.
It's a nagging injury that flares up. So I'm thinking like, and he said when it's, I don't know, it's like a hip flexor, or it could be like a glute, it could be back, it could be wrist.
Yeah, I think it's core for sure. It's his core.
So it's just really interesting that you could have rested him, had to get better, but they just didn't.
Yeah, because he said that he doesn't require surgery, and by next year, he's going to be 100%.
100%. Yeah.
So then why not take that friggin' time off? Like, your team was winning without you pretty well.
That's what I mean. The team was good.
Yeah.
Whenever the core 4 guys were missing, we played great.
Yeah, they're like
way
almost
above.
Like the winning percentage is almost 600. It's insane.
So take some time. Get healthy.
That's and we could have used that LTIR. We could use 13 million.
Look at Florida. They brought Seth Jones in.
I knew he was going to be a stud when he went there.
Oh,
like whatever idiot was saying that he was washed up is an idiot.
Look what he did in Columbus before he went to Chicago. When you're on a dog shit team, how do you play well?
Like, and you're playing 28 minutes a night. You're always on the ice.
Like, jeez.
You'd be so down on yourself too, like all that. And then now he looks amazing.
Yeah, he's looking like the Seth Jones of Columbus before he signed that.
Yeah. So friggin'.
So we could have done that with Matthews LTIR. Would have been so perfect.
We could have got Rantanen and other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which would have been sick. Actually, Rantanen was only like worth $2 million by the end of it.
I know, that's what I mean. Crazy.
Oh, that would have been sick. So yeah, Matthews with that I won't understand that until, I don't know, a tell-all book comes out saying what it actually was.
At the end of his career?
Yeah, because you go to Germany, what are they telling? Like, because obviously the best doctors are there for whatever.
Yeah, and experimental treatment that hasn't been approved in North America.
Yeah, so was getting that done there, and then it didn't work because he took time off after that as well. And then also in the back half, he played like all 40 games.
Yeah.
So why not take those games off? Come back in the playoffs. You're one of the few examples like Peter Forsberg, Kucherov, who could take a whole year off, come in, and be the best player on the team.
Yeah.
So that I don't get that part.
Yeah. Me neither. I still won't get it. And I guess it'll be very evident maybe in next year. If he comes back 100%, we're really going to be like, what the hell was it?
And they're going to be like, oh, we should have kept Marner. Run it back one more time.
Yeah. The healthy Matthews with Marner would have got us over the hump.
Yeah, we've never seen that before. So actually, now you bring up Marner. So he looks like he ain't coming back. Not just Toronto not wanting to sign him. It doesn't look like he actually wants to come back because rumors have it that in the middle of the season, the Leafs have offered him 13/8. or 13.5 by 8. I don't know what the exact number, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it would have made him the highest paid player in Leafs history.
Mm-hmm. And not only did he turn that down, there was a trade for Rantanen in there for Marner Plus. For Rantanen, I think 50% retained. And that was kiboshed as well. Marner didn't waive his no movement clause, which I'm okay with for him because he's just having a kid. His whole career's been in Toronto. They gave him that no movement clause. What else are you supposed to do? You're obviously going to use it if you can.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame him at all for that. I blame management, if anything, because they should have traded him 2 years earlier when it wasn't a thing. After the Montreal debacle,
like the sports announcers and people, specialists and stuff, they said this shouldn't have got to this point.
No,
this should have been dealt with 2 years ago. This is Leafs management that's fumbled the bag on this one. It's not a Marner problem. It's a Leafs management problem to let it get this far and get nothing for him and let a player like Marner walk. That's a homegrown boy from Toronto, Thornhill area. You know, he wanted to play for the Leafs. You let it get this bad. You could have either re-signed him 2 years ago, extended him 2 years ago, or traded him and got something for him 2 years ago.
Yeah. So, I know it's crazy. Do you think
now we're just going to let a but pretty good, talented superstar in the league for sure?
Yeah. How many players get 100 points in a season?
Yeah.
It's insane.
And you're letting him walk away for nothing now. At least Tree Living back in the day, he knew Matthew Tkachuk was not going to re-sign.
Because before that, Gaudreau, they wanted to re-sign him. They had a contract all lined up, and management wanted to change that, and then he got away for nothing. The same thing happened there. And so he did the Matthew Tkachuk deal.
Yeah.
And I give him the balls for what he did there, because I honestly thought they won the trade in that moment.
Me too.
But they did the same thing with Gaudreau that's happening with Marner right now, walking for nothing.
But at least Calgary ended up getting Huberdeau. They didn't lose Tkachuk 2 for nothing.
And Weegar, who's a great defenseman.
Yeah. So it's at least you got something. We got nothing for this guy.
And so I was going to ask the question to you if he's staying or not.
He's gone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I just had to ask the question, see what your answer was.
Which makes him, honestly, dude, the way Toronto fans are, this guy's going to be the most hated Leaf in all time.
I don't think so. Cause
I think, dude.
Matt Sundin came back after his rocky exit, and the fans cheered like crazy.
Dude, I don't think this,
because he wouldn't waive his no move either.
Yeah, but
and then he walked for nothing, right? Sundin.
Yeah, he went to Vancouver for 1 season.
I know, but he walked at the end of that season with the Leafs for nothing.
Yeah, but he was at the end of his career.
I know, but still, he
wasn't putting up the point. Marner's, some would say, in middle prime, and it's dude, not only did you fuck us on your salaries, you had chances to actually help us out, and you didn't.
Again, I don't blame him for that. I blame Leafs management.
Yeah,
for being idiots,
for sure. But he's also part of that deal, because if they're offering
then don't give him the no movement clause.
I know.
Dubas was at least smart enough to make sure he only had it for the last 2 years, just in case he wanted to trade him after the 5, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I blame Shanahan for this.
Yeah, and that's why Shanahan's gone.
Because he's the one who obviously kept him, because I think Dubas wanted to do something. He wanted to shake it up before he was fired.
Dubas wanted to shake it up, and he wanted to, and I think that's why Dubas was gone, because Shanahan didn't want to blow up the core 4 yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Dubas wanted to do by re-signing. It was really weird, because they were about to re-sign Dubas, and then all of a sudden, he was fired the next day.
I think he was trying to make a power play for Shanahan's position, because that's what he got in Pittsburgh, right?
Well, I think also, why is that a position? No team had it until Shanahan got it 11 years ago or 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, there was no president of hockey operations. It was the GM and the coach, and then the owners. And then all of a sudden they created this position for Shanahan. And it's like there's too many cooks in the kitchen. There are so many times Dubas was trying to make trades, and then you'd have to go to Shanahan. And Shanahan, if you're trying to get things done at a GM level and you have too many people like being like, somebody's going to be hesitant and somebody's going to be like, no, next that.
It's like when there's too many producers on a movie and the movie comes out just complete trash. Because everybody's trying to change what they want into the movie.
Yeah, because it's their vision. Okay, we got to have one vision, and hopefully the coach and the GM see eye to eye, which I think Tree Living and Berube, very cut of the same cloth, very old school, want the same thing for our team. You know, bigger, stronger, more playoff-like hockey, more defensive structured, things like that. So I think they'll get along really well, and seems like the new guy coming in, Pelly, is
Keith
very
Pelly,
much
yes.
like let them have the reins. And
he's running
as a GM,
MLSE
you
right
need
now.
that freedom, because when a deal comes across the table, you need to be able to act fast, because that player might not be available very long, and you need to have the power to be like, okay, I got to make this deal. Instead of being like, oh, let me take it to upper management, and then taking it to Shanahan and all the MLSE and Shanahan being like, I don't know. And then, and then by the time the deal's gone.
I know, yeah. So do you know who Keith Pelly is?
He's part of MLSE. That's all I know.
He's the president of MLSE right now, but before that, he did the European Golf Tour. He ran that.
Oh, cool.
And he turned it into what it is now, which is a lot better than what it was.
Yes.
And before that, he worked at Sportsnet for some other thing. I don't know exactly what. But apparently he's a really good boss. All he wants to do is win and do better with what he has. So he seems like a great guy to have this position.
Yeah, I kind of got good vibes from him, and I liked how he was like, I'm not coming in here to be the guy. I'm just going to let them run it. I'm just going to oversee some stuff and help them out and try and help them win. But I got no arrogance and ego from him being like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do. He was just like, no, I'm just going to come in. I'm going to run this role kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, just to support them, but they're the ones in charge. And I'm giving them a lot more power.
Yeah, so that's good.
Which I loved.
And then they're getting rid of the president title altogether.
Good. What a waste.
I know.
I don't know why teams even have that. Let the GM. That was the GM's job. Let the GM run the team. And
the Shanna plan is now dead. Do you think the Yzer plan is next?
What, to die?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yzer plan's...
it's got to be close.
It's got to get close.
I don't know how he hasn't been fired, to be honest with you.
He did such a good job building Tampa.
I know, but he couldn't get him across the finish line.
Yeah.
Breezeball had to with whatever final deals he made for those wins. So back to Marner. So in the last 20 games, in the games 5 to 7 of a playoff series, all he has is 7 points, 7 assists, no goals. How crazy is that? So when the going gets tough and you get into the tighter games at the end of the series, everybody's tired, more tired. Everybody tightens up their checks. Should be more low-scoring games. He can't get anything done.
Yeah.
And he doesn't come up in the clutch at all.
Yeah.
That's a pretty damning stat. Yes, this guy in the regular season is, again, top 10 player in the league.
Yeah. Do you not feel really free about having just more well-rounded cap space for other players?
Yes and no, because this free agency class coming up isn't the greatest. The unknown is also scary to me because we're losing a 100-point player.
I know.
A power play guy, a penalty kill guy, the assistant captain of your team. But then I look at Colorado, who traded away Rantanen. Rantanen is running the playoffs right now and destroyed his old team with a hat trick to win the game. That would kill me.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have, I'm trying to think of another team, who traded away a big player and did better. I can't think of anybody.
Florida.
Right now. I guess, yeah. And then on the other side, you have Florida, who's well-rounded.
Traded away a 100-point player
and a good defenseman.
And got Kachuk.
And they turned it into something, which is crazy. So there's both sides of the coin. It's all about how it's handled from here, obviously. But I'd rather not do the same thing over and over again. So I am on the side of getting rid of Marner for that reason.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited because I think Nyes is going to get signed for something around 6-7.
You
6
think
or
so?
7 mil. Yeah.
I heard 8x8.
No, there's some comparables out there, and Nyes is pretty comparable to those ones.
I would like to ask what they are, but I feel like you don't have them.
I was reading an article earlier. I can see if I have it
You
still.
save some shit, man. That would help a lot.
Yeah, it's still, oh, you know what? It's still here on my phone. Here we go.
Perfect.
It's the last article I looked up. And where is it?
And it's about Nyes and who he's compared to within the league of what they
Yeah.
make as well.
Yeah.
But points wise, is that what it is?
Yeah. So Quinton Byfield. So
I would
Quinton
like him on my team.
Byfield signed a 5-year term for $6.25 million AVV. Byfield was coming off a 20-goal, 55-point season. Nyes played 2 less games, put up 58 points as a 22-year-old.
But he had 30-ish goals.
Yeah. But if the Maple Leafs want to buy Nyes, he'll probably command a little bit more than Byfield because Byfield's 6.25, which puts Nyes as unrestricted free agent. If he was an unrestricted free agent, if he goes to that market, probably creeps closer to $7 million.
Okay, so Byfield, how many years was his contract?
5. So that's
5. Okay, I could see Nyes doing like a 3 to 5 year contract just because of the way the cap's bumping up, that he can cash in real big on his next contract.
Yeah, the Byfield's a great player.
Oh, he's so friggin' good, man.
He's so good. So it'll be hard for Nyes, but then there's these other players that are getting more. So let me get into this. So you got Yurov, Slavkovsky, Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, I actually like these are like the same power forward type players as well.
He's coming off a 20-goal season. He is doing 7.6 AVV on an 8-year deal.
Yeah, that's an 8-year deal.
Yes. And then there's Wyatt Johnson, who just signed for the Dallas Stars. Yeah. Guy's been lighting it up.
Not this playoffs, though.
No, but he had a 32-goal season, 65-point sophomore season. He got 8.4.
Oof. He apparently has the worst plus-minus of any player ever in a while in the playoffs. Minus 16 right now.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So they're like, don't expect to see anything in the 8s on Nyes cap hit. They don't think he's comparable to Wyatt.
And he's making 8.
8.4.
8.4. But he had 32 goals. Nyes had 29. But Wyatt is also a center.
And that's Johnson's also an 8-year deal.
Yeah, it's also an 8-year deal.
So I think we're looking ballpark 6 to 7.5 for Nyes, which, again, we're losing Marner. Tavares' contract's getting cut in half. So now, and then Willie's what's Willie at, 10?
It's 12.
They signed Willie for 12?
11.6, sorry.
Okay.
11.5, 11.6 are in there.
So we're still going to have 2 guys with high ones.
Yeah. So Nyes making that. Do you think, to get offer sheeted, he has to sign as well. Do you think that's even an option?
What, the offer sheet?
Yeah, him getting offer sheeted?
I don't think so. He won't sign it. He already said that.
Yeah.
He said, I want to play in the Leafs. And I think if he gets offer sheeted, the Leafs will match it.
Yeah. That could give him leverage on getting a higher number, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's only if a team offer sheets.
That high, yes, that's what I'm saying. And he has to bring it to them and sign and everything.
Yeah.
So that's only if he signs. But imagine being a 22-year-old NHL player in Toronto and being an actual good-looking stud.
I knew this was going this way.
What do you mean? And you would honestly get whatever you want.
Yeah, you're the king of the town.
Yeah. That'd be a hard place to leave. And not
as
just that.
As a 22-year-old, you can do whatever you want.
And I don't just mean that way either. I mean, in general, you're kind of a star. Yeah,
you're a stud and you're friends with Biebs and all these guys. So your possibilities are endless.
And Matthew's one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
Or can be.
Yep.
And he has all the stars around him too. So why would you, at 22, that'd be hard to leave that situation.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Yeah, you're already comfortable in the town. You're already
he loves it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I don't think he's going to leave.
No.
Like and then sponsorships and shit like that. I can see him getting a ton.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he lives up to the moment. He's one of the players that does.
Dude, he hustles every shift.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting from him game in and game out.
Yeah. So like I don't
Reminds me
see
of
him going
Hyman.
anywhere. And then might as well go on to JT now. What do you think he's coming back if they want him back?
Oh, he's getting back. They're getting really close in talks.
Are they?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's worth 6 as a center. Like I'm not like his last season 78 points and 82. I don't think he's a second line center anymore.
No, he's not. He's going to fall back to third line or go to wing. But still, I think if you want him longevity, if you sign him longer to what he wants so that he could retire or leave, he'll take less because then he's getting another couple seasons out of it.
So you think you give him like the Tanev contract where it brings him he brings him like 40 years old. But the AAV is obviously lower because it's signed for longer.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Apparently they're working towards a very team-friendly deal.
Really?
That's what I've heard from Chris
such
Johnson.
Good news.
Have you not seen these articles?
I didn't see this one, no.
Oh, because a lot of people like Elliot Friedman, Chris Johnson, they're all reporting that they're getting close, and it's a very team-friendly, like they're making a lot of positive progress every single day.
Because that could bring other players, because it shows that he wants to win. He wants to be here to win.
Yeah.
And not just because of the money. Because he already made all his money, man.
Yeah. He already made all his money. He did so good with that deal.
So what do you think the AAV is going to be then? Like how much a year do you think he's going to make?
I think it's going to be 5 or 6.
That's the team-friendly deal?
Yeah,
to me, the team-friendly deal would be like $3 million.
Dude, he can command 7 on the open market.
So 5. So we have 5. We have...
Because we just mentioned all 12. Those players that like comparables for Nyes.
Oh, I know.
He had more points than all of them.
But he's also not... But those players are going to get better every year.
I know.
He's what, 30, turning 34?
Yeah.
So yeah, and also a center. But then, so there's a lot of questions coming up. But so for JT, let's say he gets $5 million a year. Nyes gets 7. Let's say go the high end 7. So that's 12. I think after that we're supposed to have $29 million in cap space to sign Marner, Nyes, and JT. If they don't sign Marner, so that's $12 million. So they have $17 million left basically to sign whoever they want.
You know who could fit that really well?
I can give you the free agents, but you can tell me right now who you're thinking.
Connor McDavid.
Shut up. But he's not gone this year. He has one more year in his contract.
I know. But you just leave it.
Just leave his contract?
And just leave that space open.
For another year? Or do you sign a bunch of 1-year deals
1 year.
this year?
Just a bunch of 1 years.
Yeah.
But I liked, online it said, cheer for Edmonton. Here are your reasons. Reason 1, he wins. His business is done in Edmonton. He's going to come home and break the curse for us. Reason 2, Edmonton loses. And he gets sick of playing in Edmonton and wants to come to Toronto.
Imagine, like, one can hope. Like, you stop giving me hope on the Leafs.
Dude, there's a guy wearing a McDavid Leafs jersey tonight at the game.
No way.
In Edmonton. I saw it online.
Oh, they kicked ass tonight, too.
Yeah. Holy. Imagine that, wearing a Connor McDavid Leafs jersey to the game.
In Edmonton. In Edmonton. Not mobbed.
Yeah. You guys getting an early jump on it. He knows something we don't know.
Oh, yeah. This guy knows.
So
let's go on to the GM. Tree Living. He's going to stay on in his position. Keith Pelly says he's taking over the president's position-ish. Or there's going to be no president's position because
no president. So he's just going to probably sign some checks.
Yeah. And Brendan Shanahan's gone now. But Tree Living was saying that this offseason there's looking like there might be some buyouts. And there's going to be some trades. And he said the buyouts are going to be more depth players and low-level players. But from what I was reading, all the depth players, you could bury those contracts and save more money than buying them out. So I don't know who he's talking about other than, do you think they would buy out Riley?
It's tough. Did Tree Living sign that contract?
No, it's been signed. It's how old is that contract? Because it has like 3 years left still. And it was an 8-year contract.
Dubas's last year, he extended Morgan Riley.
It would have been 5 years ago.
Riley's contract?
Yeah.
No,
That's
dude,
3
he
years.
just got extended like 2 years ago.
No, it didn't.
Pretty sure.
For 7.8?
Yeah.
No, I thought that was an 8-year contract, 8 by 7.8 when it was signed.
No.
Okay, so I was thinking him because he has a no movement clause for the last 3 years. Can't be sent down, can't be traded, and obviously he would waive if he was asked to trade. So the buyout for him is the only one that makes sense to me if they wanted to get rid of a defenseman. And I was reading today that defenseman out of Buffalo, Bowen Byram, is requesting a trade.
Plays a lot of the style that Riley does.
The only problem is, why the fuck would Buffalo trade interdivision with an amazing player?
Yeah. You're right. 4 years ago, year 4 of 8.
It's in year 4 of 8, so next year's 5?
25-26 will be year 4.
Holy, so you're right, though. He's only signed 3 years ago.
Yeah, I knew it was pretty recent, but like I thought it was more recent because I remember watching the practice after they signed him and everyone was pumped and clapping. And at that point, yeah.
So there's 4 years left.
He goes all the way to 29-30.
Holy.
Year 2029-30 would be his last year of his contract. I don't think they buy him out because I think that's just like nonsensical.
Do you think they would... The Leafs... A lot of people are saying the Leafs are looking to be more gutless this year when it comes to players, and it's going to be more business-orientated. Do you think they would threaten a buyout so he would accept a trade?
I don't know. Who knows what kind of taxes they'll do, but Tree Living likes to make a lot of moves in the off-season.
Yeah.
He's a big, firm believer in you make your team in the off-season and you don't do much at the trade deadline. You don't make your team at trade deadline, you make it in the off-season.
But, again, he made 2 moves that made his team in the trade deadline with Carlo and Lawton. We're both going to be
that could have been from Shanaplan.
Very true. Very true. And the next thing I was going to say was for... so Robertson's gone now, too, I believe, by the end of the year.
Yeah, that experiment just didn't ever work.
I know. Scratch and score is gone.
He did work. Like, that's crazy. 14 games in a row. Like, we brought him back game 5. He still scored.
Somehow. Some way.
Somehow, he still scored.
I should have... Why didn't I bet every time?
That's going to be so low now. Because everyone's, like, looking for it. But I don't know if it'll work not on the Leafs.
No, probably not. I wonder if where he actually ends up. So the Leafs now
with his brother.
Yeah, imagine. The Leafs now, they need a second line center, a first line right winger. They need some depth. I want to say a couple wingers in depth.
Is
and maybe
Kampf's contract done?
It has another 2 years at $2.5 million. It was just signed for this year.
We don't need him anymore.
So that I also thought that's what they were talking about a buyout for. But
yeah, I could see that.
But you could just bury him in the minors and save more money.
Oh.
So I do think they'd look for a trade for him.
Mm-hmm.
So that we don't need him.
We don't need him for 2.5.
No.
Holy moly.
When we have Lawton for 1.5.
Yeah.
And so I guess we're looking for a center or two. We have a right winger, first line open. Pacioretty sounds like he's gone as well.
For a first line right winger, you said?
Yeah.
People think that's Domi. Domi's just going to go play there. Because he played well with Matthews last year. Like, not last year, the year before that. Yeah. When Matthews got that record or whatever, Domi was the one that was on his line for that little stint.
True.
And they seem to play really well together, those two. So, we'll see. My leg's just locking up.
That opens up the third line center position too then. Which JT drops down to. Lawton on the fourth line.
I think we need a second line center, Nolan.
Yes, and I will go through the free agency class.
It's not great, Nolan.
The top 10 at least.
Yeah, I don't really like the free agents this summer.
So we have free agents. Duchesne, which I'm guessing is probably signing in Dallas again.
Yeah.
If they want him. He played well. He's playing well there. Nikolai Ehlers saying he wants to test the free agency market, but he's a winger, right winger. I don't really think... I think he's too much for the Leafs, like money-wise, for what they want. Center Sam Bennett. I will leave the Leafs. I will stop watching the Leafs if they sign him. I am not kidding. We're done with this podcast. The only Leafs games I'll watch is ones we go to.
Really?
Yes. I hate him that much. He is the epitome of what hockey I don't want to exist.
I know.
Him and Matthew Tkachuk.
Yep, 100%.
And I don't want that on my team. I don't care if they win a cup with that. I'm not watching.
It is the dirtiest, slimiest hockey to win.
And you hide behind the refs when things don't go your way.
That's the
worst you could fucking do.
Dude, I still think it's a different series if Stolarz doesn't get injured.
It very well could be, because that third game, Wall didn't have his best game.
No.
Where they lost in overtime. When both goals, he let in a couple weak goals, I thought.
Yeah.
So yes,
even the game that he came in for in the second game, after that, they had a 4-1 lead and almost blew it.
Yeah. But if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, Jack.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's dirty hockey. The goalie's playing well, so you take him out.
Yeah.
Again, it reminds me of, like, Carey Price, 2013 and 14 bullshit with Kreider in the semifinals. Nobody was beating Montreal that year. Carey Price was too good. Yeah. Nobody could score on the guy. And so they ran him. And I'm like, that's just the dirtiest fucking move in the game. It's not hockey.
Yeah. And I would hate to win that way. You're not even beating their best.
Yep.
Like, that's what bothers me. Like, don't you want to win by beating the best?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but Nolan, there's a lot of reports saying that he might come, but then there's a lot saying that he doesn't want to come to Canada because of the taxes.
Good. He can stay down in Florida. So that's probably the only place where he can do his dirty shit anyways.
Yeah.
So Sam Bennett, we got a tangent there with Sam Bennett. Free agency. Some people are saying that they think he'd get $10 million.
Sam Bennett?
Yeah.
No.
Because of the way he performs in the playoffs.
Yeah, 8.
That's also what I heard was 8. I don't know what moron was saying 10, but
that's no.
If someone gives them 10,
if someone gives them 10, they're high.
Yeah,
that's like bigger than first line. He's not a first line center.
No, not even close.
It's like first line center.
I think he had less than 50 points this year in the season as a second line center. I love the look.
Fuck.
Winger Brad Marchand is also a free agent.
Wouldn't that be wild?
He goes to both Florida and Toronto. Boston would hate his guts, man.
Dude, what a psycho. You heard what he said, too, after the one game.
About how...
He grew up a Leafs fan.
Oh, yeah. He said that last year, too, though.
Yeah.
He says that every year he beats Leafs.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to get into the stuff they said about pitying the Leafs because of the fans?
Not really, because I think that's such a cop-out excuse.
Like, it feels like they're gaslighting us.
Yeah, they were. And it was such a cop-out excuse. You also get so much amenities because of the fans. There's a reason you're a god and get all the facilities and trainers and support casts that you do because it's a hockey market. So
not just that, like we paid for Florida for years when they weren't making any money.
Yeah.
Because of all the money we made here.
Yeah.
And the profit sharing, whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah. So I think it was Berube that just shut that down too. He's like all the pressure's inside the room.
Yeah. Blaming the fans for a loss ever. Like, look at all the great teams. Yankees. You think they caved in the pressure because of the fans?
Yeah.
Or
those fans are crazy.
Crazier than us.
Yeah.
Any soccer teams fans?
Yeah.
Like Man U, Liverpool, any of those, they're nuts.
Any of
man.
those.
My
Crazy.
girlfriend showed me a video of a game she went to in Scotland, a soccer game. She says the fans don't shut up once, unless they're drinking a beer.
Whole game.
They're singing random songs,
Yeah.
screaming at the field, and then the only time they're quiet is when they're chugging a beer.
Yeah. Well, look at those rugby guys that when we were in the pub after Marley's game.
Oh, the Marlins game, yeah.
Before the Leafs game started, all those rugby guys are in there, and like the whole time they're just singing, dancing, whatever. Like
and they're not even out of game.
They're not even out of game. They're watching the game on TV.
They're the craziest fans ever. And do you think those teams are caving under pressure?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. It was the most pop-out bullshit, and they were just like trying to troll the fans.
I know. I've never been so mad listening to something. Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Anyway, so Marchand would be crazy to see him in a Leafs jersey.
Crazily enough, I would accept that one.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone would.
It could but he's also 37, turning 37.
Yeah.
So again, maybe a third line player.
He's a third line.
So then you would have another
winger.
captain. You'd have another captain on your team. How crazy is that too?
Your third line winger,
with
Stanley
JT?
Cup experience. Yeah, with like him, JT, yeah.
And where do you think McMahon ends up in the lineup? Because
dude,
he did not look good in the playoffs.
What a rough playoffs for that guy, eh?
Again, first playoffs, maybe he's like the Ottawa Senators were in their first series ever.
Yeah, you got to learn to play it.
Yeah. But he hadn't scored like 20 games before that. He was on such a cold streak. So hopefully he gets back to where he is. He's only a $1.3 million player. You can't really.
No, that's what I mean. Like, and his upside's really good.
Yeah. 20 goal season for a $1.3 million player is insane. Brad Marchand, defenseman Gavrikov from LA.
Oh, he's good.
He is, but I think he's going to demand a lot because he only signed a 2-year deal with LA because he wanted to get paid when he was done.
Yeah, I don't think
he actually had the perfect time because the cap's ripping up.
Yeah.
So there's him, Brock Nelson, the center from New York Islanders who went to Colorado. Again, he's on the older side too.
Yeah.
Like he's 33, 34.
He's like a third line center, second to third to me. I want a bona fide second line center.
I know. He's like a 30 to 35 goal scorer usually every season, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
He can rip the puck. But I'm just worried about the age because I think he wants a contract for the rest of until he's done.
Yeah, until he's retired.
Yeah. Next, another centerman, Granlund, Cale Granlund, playing in Dallas right now. The Finn, he's looking pretty good. You okay, buddy?
Yeah. I was just thinking about it.
Mikael Granlund, the center in Colorado and Dallas right now. He played for San Jose. He had a kind of a renaissance season for himself after Pittsburgh traded him because he was garbage there. But again, he's looking amazing. Again, wrong side of the age is the problem with me. I don't think this team should be getting older with how everyone's aging. Ekblad, also free agent. But I feel like he's going to get re-signed by Florida.
Yeah.
So,
and for a high number.
I hate him more than Bennett almost.
What a
Those
piece of
elbows
shit.
in the head are insane how none of them are going to call.
Dude, what a piece of shit. The headshots and stuff after the whistle.
Did you see the one on Jackson Blake? In front of the
Mom
net?
told me about it. After the Leafs get put out, I don't watch the next round.
Neither do I. I hope their ratings are just through the floor.
I don't watch the next round, and then so usually it's the second round I don't watch, and then I pick back up. But this year it's the conference finals, and then I'll pick back up in the Stanley Cup finals. So
Blake scores a goal, puck starting in the net. He comes flying behind him and elbows him in the head into the net. This is like a 19-year-old kid. Fuck, it pissed me off. But yeah, so no call on the play.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what bugged me too. So the one I was thinking of that I really liked, Pius Suter from Vancouver. He is a bona fide third line center. He's a water bug out there. He rips around the ice. He is cheap, and he had kind of a career year this year. So I think you can get him on a good deal. You
think he plays second line minutes?
Third line center.
But JT's going to go down third.
I know. I'm just saying he's the only guy I can think of that you can get on a cheap deal and get him as a third line center. You just have to get a second line center somewhere else. Because if you're gonna put JT on the wing,
I think they trade
Trade for a center? Who?
I think they pull something out of nowhere like they did with Carlo. And we'll see where we're at. Because none of those free agents except Brad Marchand kind of tickle my fancy.
I can give you a list of honorable mentions. These are the top ones. I can give you a list of honorable mentions. See if any of them tickle your fancy.
Okay.
Because they might.
Okay.
So we have Jamie Benn, too old. Jonathan Drouin, no. Jack Roslovic, I think, is a center. Was he second line center for Carolina? Maybe third. Ilya Samsonov, do you want him back? Brett Burns.
What is it? The Grin Reaper.
Oh yeah, that was a sick name.
Smiling. I love that name.
So do I. Brent Burns, too old. Patrick Kane, too old. Claude Giroux, I heard he's re-signing with Ottawa. Gustav Nyquist, bad year for him. Jake Allen, we don't need a goalie. Dmitry Orlov, Ivan Provorov, Kyle Palmieri, Ryan Lindgren, another defensive. Brandon Tanev, what do you think of that? Bring the other Tanev brother here.
I wouldn't mind him. The guy eats shots too.
Yeah.
Plays just like his brother, but on forward. Put him on a penalty kill between both of them on one side. No pucks are getting through.
No. Yanni Gord is actually on this list too. What would you think about getting him?
Again, he's third line.
Don't care. We need a better third line anyways.
No, but JT is going to be a third line center. And it's going to be a good third line with JT as the third line center.
True. I was looking at someone like Tanner Jeannot as well.
Third line.
Or fourth line.
Yeah. But we have Lawton. Is Jeannot a winger?
Yeah, he's a winger.
Okay, then I don't mind that.
Kind of fighter. He scored 20 goals at one point.
Dude, the guy brings a lot of grit.
Yeah, and plus he scored 20 goals.
If you can pick him up cheap, yeah. I like it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That'd be a good bottom line player.
Yeah.
Him and Lorentz and Lawton.
Yeah.
And really that's kind of it.
I think is Yarncroke gone?
I think he has one more year at $2 million still.
Really?
Yeah.
You can see him getting bought out.
Again, if you bury him, 1.3 million is buried. You have to pay 700,000. If you buy him out, you have to pay 2/3 of his contract still.
Trade him out.
1.3. Yeah, I can see him getting traded. Oh, what do you think of what's his name? Andrei Kuzmenko.
Good.
Would you want him on the team?
Yeah.
I think he's too hot and cold, and I don't know.
But like, where does he slot? You have him on third or second line?
Probably second, but he's a winger. So Nylander, and I guess.
Yeah, I don't for second line. No.
Also,
and probably too expensive for third line.
Yeah,
and because he's going to try and get paid. That guy will.
He's trying to. Andrew Mangiapane. What do you think of him?
Too small.
You think so?
Yeah, like not fitting the mold of like what we're trying to do.
So that's the end of the free agents, really.
Yeah, I don't like him. I say we trade.
Yeah.
For all the stuff.
Do you have a specific second line winger you want to go with?
Second line winger or center?
Or centerman.
I don't even know who's available.
Do you know who wants to get traded from their team? Who's a dog? Who played for the Leafs before? Who's been talked about coming back to the Leafs? And who played for Brad Treliving's ex-team?
Ryan O'Reilly's not coming.
What? You can get that all from what I just said? Nazem Kadri.
Oh. Well, because... Oh, you said Brad Treliving. I thought you meant Craig Berube.
No.
Oh, wow.
Would you get that dog back?
Yeah, the only problem with that dog is he's old now and also a third line center.
Second line. I think he was playing first. Fair enough. I think he was playing first line center in Calgary.
Who's playing first?
Yeah. Who's ahead of him in Calgary?
That's rough. He's your first.
Backlund was the third line center. Their captain. Who was the second line center? But yeah, and he had the most goals on the team with, I think, 31, 32.
Yeah, he's still bringing it.
Mm-hmm. So the only way I would get him, $7.8 million, I think he makes.
It's too much, dude.
but you have all the cap space in the world to get him.
Yes.
There's still a ton of cap space open.
I know.
To fill out the rest of that depth on that line.
No, I want like a good, hardworking guy.
Okay, I do have a question for you then. Would you spend $7.8 million on a player for 7 years to win one Stanley Cup next year?
Yeah, obviously.
So, what if he's the answer? What if it's what he's the answer? Bring him back.
I don't think he's the answer.
I think he's one of the answers. I think he has what this team needed, and I don't. It's kind of hard to say they shouldn't have traded him away because in that moment it felt like he needed to be gone because of what happened in the playoffs before.
Yeah, he kept getting suspended every single
because
playoffs.
He was the only dog on the team. He was the only one with any grit, anything, and that's what I kept. And he's the one who only did something. It was almost kind of like Domi this year.
Yeah,
but then you have Domi and Kadri. So I think he would do good coming back here. But I just don't know.
I'd love to have him.
Yeah.
I just don't
Maybe
know.
with money retained?
The price would have to be, if they're retaining, price would have to be right. I just don't want to be having like 2 third-line centers when you need a second-line center.
That was kind of Colorado's problem this year.
Mm-hmm. Guy that just can't keep it on the second, can't hang out at second line. That's all. I'd rather have somebody really strong through the second.
That's fair.
Because if you have somebody strong and your 1, 2, 3, 4 is Matthews and then somebody strong at number 2 and then JT and Lawton. Oh,
that's depth.
That is unbelievable through the middle.
Actually, I do have one thing to say. So that's amazing. That is amazing depth, 1 to 4. But Matthews should be able to play with literally anybody on his wingers. Just because of how he's paid. Leon Draisaitl right now in the playoffs is playing with Kapanen on his one wing and Podkolzin on his other wing.
Yep, and just driving his own line.
Tell me who either of those players are.
Dude, just driving his own line. And that's what...
And winning his minutes.
Babcock was so adamant about this. Guys that could drive their own line. And he kept saying Marner and Matthews and Nylander, all these guys, Tavares, need to be able to drive their own line with nobody else on their line. With their kind of talent. And none of them... Well, Tavares was in his first couple of seasons of the contract. Matthews has shown signs of it. And Marner showed signs of it some games that he's on. Nylander showed signs, but consistently.
Yeah. So maybe moving Domi up to that wing is the right move.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think they worked really well. Domi's a playmaker. He set Matthews up a lot.
And then you have Nyes on the other side.
And then you got Nyes on the other side getting them pucks. So you get that. And then you're forgetting a guy named Easton Cowan.
Actually, that was going to be my next point. So actually, good you brought it up. Go on.
I think he slips in next year. You can't send him back to the O.
He can't anyways. He'd be going to the AHL.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's D +2. Your draft +2. You go to the AHL. But I heard rumblings that, or analysts have said that he is ready to take the next step and be in the NHL. And he did have his 9 games last year, I think.
And he's not going to be on a third line. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to be sorry, man.
You don't have to bring him. You're not bringing a guy like that in and having him play third line. So for a little bit, but he's got to move up to second.
So is he on the wing with Nylander then?
Is he a centerman or a winger?
Winger.
Yeah, so he's on wing with Nylander.
And that drives McMahon down to the third then?
Yep.
With JT. Actually, I don't mind that. And who else did I have on that wing? Marchand.
Yeah. I love it.
And then bring back Nas. Actually, imagine having Marchand, Kadri, and Domi.
Yeah, you're each line that is on the ice is
you have
you're
a psychopath?
Yeah, you have somebody out there that's gonna be like a bitch to play against, which is what you want.
And then on that fourth line, Tanner Jeannot.
And Lawton.
Yeah.
Lawton was an animal this play. I loved him.
He was screaming at Marchand all the
Yeah,
whole
he was
clips.
all over the place, just like getting in guys all over the place, just making their lives miserable. I loved it.
So so in summation, I guess if you want to say, the ups and downs of this year, we still have hope, apparently, me and you, for this team that's crushed us year after year.
Yeah, this has been nothing compared to other years.
Really? You think so? This has been one of the worst years for me because I believed the most. I believed the most this year.
Oh, 100%. Me too, but I'm still optimistic.
That's crazy. Me too. I remember after Game 5 when they got trounced in Toronto 6-1 and Robertson got that only goal. I remember being at work the next day and talking to one of the guys about the game, and I said, I'm just like, you know what's crazy? Like, I still believe they're going to win this series.
No, and you know what? I texted, I think it was Evan, texted me, and he's like, what's going to happen? I'm like, Leafs are going to win Game 6 to get our hopes up, and then they're going to lose in Game 7 in classic Leafs fashion to get our hopes up one more time before they crush us. And I was right.
And I put the most money on Game 6 because I knew it was a lock for a win.
Yeah,
I won like $30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, they were an underdog. I love that. They're a first place team in that regular season. Every single game, they're an underdog.
Yeah. Every division champion lost in the second round.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Winnipeg, Washington, Vegas, Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Washington surprised me. I thought they'd do better against Carolina.
They kind of just like turned to a pumpkin.
Yeah. The old guys just didn't have it anymore.
No, but Ovi was scoring quite a few goals.
The engine was done in the tank.
Machine engine does quit.
Yeah.
Russian machine never quit.
So we have hope.
I always do, and this toxic relationship will keep going unless they sign Sam Bennett, and then that's the line I'm drawing for this team and me. I will find a new fucking team.
I love the players that we have still. Like, we still have Tanev, we still have McCabe. Like, Lawton, Carlo. We have so many players that I still love that were added this year, and I'm so pumped to have that like main core back.
Yeah, defense are all locked up. Goalies are all locked up.
Dude, I loved Artie. Absolutely. This is the first team that I've said this many times, I don't have one player that I hate or don't like when they're on the ice. Like, there's always a player when they're on the ice, I'm like, oh, I don't like him.
I had one. Holmberg.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he has to be re-signed too as well. Do you think he comes back?
Oh, really?
If he's cheap, I don't see why they wouldn't sign him. To be honest,
I could see if they could pick him up league min, they will.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he'll do that, if he can shop the free agency and get somewhere else, like on San Jose or something, where
he could get that Leafs bump. He could get that Leafs bump.
Yeah, or Chicago or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, just to try and make a name for himself. Who knows? But
so one more question for you, and then actually two more questions for you. One, where do you think Marner ends up?
Ooh, Utah, Carolina, Florida.
I can't see him going Florida.
Dallas.
No, they have Rantanen.
Right.
Utah, maybe. Chicago. Do you think Chicago will play with Bedard?
Could.
Yeah.
It's going to be shitty for him the next couple of years, though.
Yeah.
You're not making playoffs.
Like, the only people that can sign with the big ticket are teams that aren't even close to being in it.
Yep. Well, Utah's borderline.
True.
They got some studs there. Some young guys.
Their GM.
And then they got Sergachev on point.
True. And their owner really wants to make a splash. So
yeah, and they got some good draft picks coming through the line.
Imagine Marner coming out with his friggin' brand new Mammoth jersey that they have. Wearing that out.
If he goes there, he's the face of that brand new franchise. So
is he able to handle that pressure, Jack?
It looks good on, like, it's like new franchise, and then you bring in this franchise player all at the same time.
Can he handle that pressure, though?
I don't know,
We're
man.
the
The
fan.
outside noise.
Yeah, I know. So what's next for the pod? We will be back full time in the fall, obviously, to start the Leafs season again because we do believe, and we won't stop believing because I guess that's our podcast. But also, we will try to drop a pod every now and then when big Leafs news comes out, so we can discuss it and let you guys know what's going on around the league with the Leafs. That's what I think. Jack, how do you feel with that, buddy?
I like it. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that's listened and told us they're listening or just even talk Leafs with us this year. It's been a fun ride. I didn't expect any of this. Like, I thought we'd have one listener maybe, and I
And it'd
thought
be
that was
Jack's
going to,
mom.
yeah, I thought it was going to be mom. She doesn't even listen. So we wouldn't have even had that one. And no, it's been really cool talking to anyone that's approached us, been like, hey, listen to the pod, and discussed it with us, giving us feedback or anything, or even enjoyed it. It's way more than we ever thought.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your support this year. And, we'll just keep doing it because we love it. And, who knows what this thing will grow to in a couple of years or so, but we're not planning on quitting. It's a good thing for Nolan and I we discuss the Leafs games anyway and love the Leafs. So it's a good thing that we can just talk anyway. We talk anyway, so might as well record it and put it out there. And as a fan, hopefully you guys can relate to some things. Maybe you disagree with us. We're no means experts, but we love talking about it. So,
And give us your thoughts.
Yeah, give us your thoughts. And we'll work towards being more interactive maybe in the future, whatever, when we have a little bit more time on our hands. But it's been a fun first year. And thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank you for listening to this season. And for the summer ahead and the golf season ahead, I want you to play hard and have fun.
Play hard, have fun.